Hey, so the recent update was supposed to fix the crashing and several other issues, but it seems that's not the case. Today I've got proof that there's still crashing going on, the ballistic shield is still bugged or has gotten worse, and so much more. We'll be taking a look at an Intel pad leak for Helldivers 2, so as you can tell, there's a lot that we will be going over. If at any point you find the video informative, feel free to give it a like by tapping the thumbs up button below the video. Alright, the previous patch was supposed to fix issues with the shield, crashing, the recoilless, and the spear, as well as other problems. They have corrected the problems with the recoilless, the spear, and some things with the shield. However, the crashing has not stopped, and I'll provide proof of that. The shield was corrected, but there are still more issues with it. I'll first show the crashing proof, which might be related to the Warbond store, and possibly there could be another reason for the crashes. Also, I had to record this with my phone because I don't have a capture card to record everything on the PlayStation 5. If I was on my PC, things would be a bit different. Anyways, when you purchase an item, then change your settings, this will force the game to crash for some unknown reason. Now, some have reported that this right here can even happen on a planet, so if you are on a planet and you try to change your settings, you might want to be careful because you might end up finding yourself at the PS5 dashboard. And you know, hey, sadly this is still going on, and I can confirm that the crashing has not stopped. What's sad about this is that the developers stated yesterday that they had resolved the crashing, which you can see right here on the notes. It's odd because it feels like every time the devs try to fix something, they end up breaking it or to some degree making the situation worse. Now, I love Helldivers 2. There's no reason for me to hate on this game at all because I enjoy creating videos and talking about it. The only reason why I'm telling you this information is because I want to be honest with you. This right here is just not looking good. There's constant issues popping up almost all the time after they release a patch, and it's starting to get old. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see another hotfix soon that resolves the crashing and maybe some of the other issues. Now, the ballistic shield, on the other hand here, is causing multiple issues that significantly impact gameplay. First, players can't collide with their own shield when knocked back. The stem animation has reverted to an older version where the shield is moved away to use the stem, leaving players vulnerable to being shot to death. Furthermore, equipping a shield anywhere causes the exosuit to uncontrollably slide in one direction. Speaking of directions, when it comes down to equipping the shield on the left arm, the character will constantly look to the right. This right here will pretty much make you vulnerable to attacks because you cannot block anything from the front. The shield colliding issues is even worse, as it can push players out of the map and keep them ragdolling in a current state for several seconds. And last but not least, there is a huge bug when you try to aim with your pistol while the shield is equipped. It can completely mess up the ADS, as you can see right here. And last but not least, we still have issues with the Hive Buster mission. Now, I've already went over this information prior in a previous video, but basically, certain parts of the map, specifically the Hive Buster drill locations, are not solid, so when you're redeployed, you'll fall right below the map. Sometimes the Hive drill panel cannot be interacted with, so you cannot enter in the combinations to actually start the drill, which sucks. Now, yesterday's patch was great because they fixed the recoilless, the spear, and have improved the turrets as well. I do not have any complaints about that, but the issues with the crashing and the ballistic shield sucks. Honestly, it seems like each time the developers update the game, there's always something going wrong. It's either a major game-breaking bug, or it's something that is minuscule and annoying. So I would like to know your thoughts on this. Did it resolve the problems for you, or did it make the situation worse and cause more bugs to pop up? Let me know what kind of bugs you have been experiencing as of late, besides the ones on the planet. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below. We are now going to move on and talk a bit more about some links. So if you guys would like to leave now, do so. But this one is nothing too major, just letting you know right off the bat. Okay, with that to the side, what we have here is the Intel PDA. This leak right here is brought to you by Asunder. Now, Asunder right here has mentioned that this Intel PDA is currently unused and is on our hips, but what we can see right here is that it says question mark, question mark, question mark, find Intel, and you will see some of these quotes. Now, you might be wondering, what are these quotes for? Well, most likely this was picked out through the JSON files that can be found within the Helldivers 2 files, So this is where this leaker is getting this information from. There was a lot of thises in that sentence, wasn't there? But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the leak. So we already went over the find intel. Right here on the next line it says intel packages are worth 500 rec if they are extracted from a mission. This intel PDA can be found on the map, I'm assuming, or either in a bunker. So at some point you will be able to discover this and add some more requisition points to your currency. The third line here says intel packages increase mission pay by 500 rec. The location of the intel is indicated on the minimap. Intel is revealed on the map, so at some point you will be able to find it on the map, which is nice. Anyways, the next line says compromised intel packages. Intel packages are compromised. Picking them up will notify enemy of your whereabouts and cause an encounter. Okay, I do love that mechanic with the intel PDA, so at some point if you do discover this on the map and someone has compromised it and you pick it up, the enemies of that type will know exactly where you're at, whether that's the Terminids, the Automatons, or even the Illuminate. Continuing on, the next line says retrieving intel triggers an enemy response. Extracting with intel unlocks special missions that allow you to nullify the source of the negative effect. And that makes the intel PDA even better because once you do acquire it and you extract with it, there's a chance that you might just receive a brand new secret mission or a special mission. And it's not just one mission, they mention special missions. So we can expect multiple missions, not just one. Moving on, right here it says intel acquired, bring it back to the ship to unlock opportunity mission. Intel retrieved, opportunities revealed. So I'm not too sure what that is specifically, but it's an opportunity mission, whatever it is. So what we have next, it says tip number 119, locate and successfully extract with intel, and you will reveal an intel mission. Hooray. Drop intel, intel recovered, poor intel, intel extracted by, intelligence extracted, compare info, intel scanners, intel reward. So far, the intel PDA mechanic sounds really fun, interesting. It will give you different missions, requisition points, and so much more. There's no confirmation as to when we will see this, but I would hope sometime soon, just to kind of give us something new to do. What do you think about this newest intel PDA mechanic? Would you like to see something like this soon? Or would you like to see something not like this? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And last but not least, we're going to talk about two topics here. We're going to talk about the new biome, then we'll continue on and talk about the new intel update. Okay, so what you see right here on the companion app, that these planets have been changed. So we are going to see the jungle biome at some point, we just don't know when, and I would hope that it's sometime after the newest major order. So we should expect that at some point. But with that being said, let's continue on and talk about the last and final topic here, and that's going to be this right here, which is the intel update. Now, all I'm going to say is I have a feeling that Hellmire might turn into a super colony. So right here it says, intel report. Abnormally high levels of interstellar spore emissions have been observed from the Terminid planets currently being liberated. Scientists assess this dispersal may be a survival adaptation in response to the destruction of their nurseries. It is unlikely to cause any long-term problems. Helldivers are advised to continue the operation with unaltered aggression. And again, after reading that, I am going to tell you guys I have a feeling Hellmire or one of these other planets are going to turn into a super colony. And if it were to happen, maybe that's when we will see the Hive Lord. So that is definitely possible. And with all that information being said, this is your Helldivers 2 News. We're now going to talk about the top 3 comments. If you guys would like to be featured on this channel and speak your voice essentially, then comment down below. The first comment is by Juggernaut4463. Sometimes I wish the devs would bring back the old battle music from Helldivers 1. The second user is by ImGenMan, and this person says, the latest stratagem we got was the autocannon mech. And last but not least, we have Sick of Type, and this user says, just for, at the end of the level 9 defend high priority mission when we died, we had killed 19 Bile Titans and 23 Chargers. And with that, there's your top 3 comments from the previous video. If you guys enjoy it at any point, consider subscribing, turning on notifications, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for checking out the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.